Mr. Hensley for the introduction. Travis Stauder, hired with NS in 2016 as a conductor.
Can you speak up, sir?
Yes, sir. How about now?
Yeah.
I'm going to run through our local operations here in Radford and Bristol and kind of the main line, what runs on the main lines, and our locals, what industries we service. And if you have any questions, just holler at me. There was a question for the last presenter about how many cars the arsenal gets now. They do have 22 cars on site and 9 cars are pointed at them in our pipeline on the system right now. So they still get a fair amount of traffic, not nearly what was shown at its peak though. In what's the former Radford division, we have 180 T&D employees, 280 miles of main line, 30 local industry customers, and we currently have 7 locals and 1 work train on to assist with the Amtrak and tie work that's going on with the warm weather that's coming. And slide safety, if anyone wants to go out and view operations this weekend or today or anything, we're right down the street. Just be aware that safety is our #1 concern. Please don't get too close to the operation or in the foul of the tracks or anything like that. And if you are down in town, we do blow Harrison Street, so if you're at the crossing, cover your ears. The Christiansburg and Whitethorn district starts here in Roanoke. It'll come up to Walton, then it kind of peels off towards Bluefield, and our area of coverage ends at the RD signal in Bluefield, and then it turns over to the Bluefield team up there. We do have the end line that runs along the river, and the previous presenter was talking about the Virginian a little bit. That'll peel off at Narrows and go towards, goes crest the hill at Merrimack Tunnel and goes downhill into Roanoke. It's about 100 miles on the N line, about 70 miles on the V line. That's a little bit of everything on the N and V line. We have mixed freight, intermodal, bulk commodity trains, coal, agricultural products, a little bit of everything. You can see it over there. The Pulaski district at Walton will peel off towards Radford and then runs all the way, essentially parallel to Interstate 81, all the way to Bristol. It's about 100 miles or so, and we have quite a few industries along that route. Walton to Bristol, about 110 miles. We have 4 eastbounds and 4 westbounds that run daily. That's going to be mixed freight and intermodal trains. We have an occasional coal train that'll run to Birmingham on that line. Our current locals in Radford, we do still have the Salem switcher that works out of Roanoke that our manpower covers. That is not nearly as many as industries as they used to have. They've kind of split it to different Roanoke locals. So currently the 32, he reports at 7 p.m. in Roanoke. He will build his train, come out towards the V line, run around his train at Riverside, and then work New Millennium and Coppers all the way back into Roanoke. Radford, we have 4 locals right now and 1 work train that's kind of a catch-all for assisting with the Amtrak and tie cars, the GONs that we load ties and plates into. V39 is kind of the mortar that holds everything together there in Radford. That's our early morning local. He switches what the 12Z brings in. Builds the V37, the 34, and 33, and then when he finishes with that, he'll go work Phoenix Packaging in Pulaski and Corning usually Wednesday or Thursday. He'll work that industry in Blacksburg, or Christiansburg, excuse me.
Every Wednesday or Thursday?
Uh,
Weekly or?
Usually, well, every Wednesday or Thursday. It kind of depends on the customer needs with traffic and their business at the time. V37, he works, that's our 8 a.m. job. He'll report, do his brake test. Usually his first customer is James Hardy. They make siding for houses and buildings and whatnot. Then he'll run up towards Swiftville. We'll get on what we call the Gator Pond up near the Gatorade plant. He'll spot cars at Amcor, which makes plastic bottles. Those are then transferred to the Gatorade facility, and they fill those with Gatorade. We'll usually spot little plastic pellets at Amcor, and we'll bring Quaker Oats, Gatorade, sugar cars. Then usually on the way back, they'll work Lane Enterprises. That's in the same area near Withville, where they will they make the black plastic pipes. And then Wayne Tex, that is a transloading facility where we'll spot cars in Max Meadows. They'll pull a tractor trailer beside it, hook up a hose, pump the cars, then take it to their factory. Big afternoon job that reports at 2 o'clock is a Selco V34. Selco every day. They're an open gate customer. They receive a lot of car volume. Whatever we have on the yard, that goes out every day to them. And then on the way back to Radford, when their engine is east out, they will stop and work Arsenal. They make rocket propellants, and y'all heard enough about them. I won't bore you with the little I know about it. And then our evening job, the V33, they work La Hoist, the lime plant up there in Big Stony Creek area. They will, the lime mine has since been shut down. They now get loaded lime cars spotted. They'll process it there, and then we will pull loaded lime cars from them. So that's one of the few places we will spot and pull loaded cars. Bristol local, we have a lot more locals, but they tend to be, they'll tend to be lower volume customers where they'll maybe get 1 or 2 cars a week. We have 2 customers on the Tennessee side of the state line, Royal Building Products and Microporous. They get worked usually twice a week, depending on mainline traffic. Then we have customers on the what's called the VSW across town in the town of Bristol City. Asphalt, what we call snack. They make snack foods, food products, and then Roanoke Cement has a large operation on that side of town as well. Some of the other customers, we work them just kind of as their business demands, what their traffic needs at the time. And then we have what's our V3031 road switcher. He reports in Bristol Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll work customers coming east towards Radford, and then stay in Radford, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, he will work our customers west coming back towards Bristol. He's got quite a few customers, and our road train, 11Z and 12Z, will set off cars in Bristol. They will be switched by the V19, go out on the V30 or 31, and then either be placed at an industry or go to Radford, where we hold some of the cars in their static track there. The larger customers, Klockner is one of our larger customers coming back west towards Bristol in Rural Retreat. They are a high volume customer. They will get work just about every time we go by. K50 and K10, universal fibers, and what's up here is timber. They make fibers for the mattresses, and then the timber actually makes the mattresses. Couple other small volume customers in there. It just kind of what they need. We'll bring them cars. And then we've got a Amtrak expansion that's expected to be complete in 2027. The overnight facility is going to be in Radford, and the passenger station is going to be in Christiansburg. Speculation is it will, or Amtrak will increase coverage to different areas, but that's speculation at this point. What the long-term plan will be, I'm not in the know on that kind of stuff. And then, any questions? I know that was kind of a quick, not too much detail. Yes, sir.
When they get the Amtrak expansion out this far out from Roanoke, aren't they running 2 trains a day out of Roanoke now?
Yes, sir.
Will they still keep one down there in Roanoke, that service facility they have in Roanoke, or do you know yet?
I don't know. I don't know what the long-term plan.
Move that facility up this way, I guess, where they, on the Y where they turn and service it.
That could be in the plans. I'm not exactly sure. They might have one that originates in Roanoke and one that originates here. I'm not sure what the exact service plan is for Amtrak.
I thought I heard this, and I don't know if this is true for a fact, but I thought I heard that they were